Hey brothers, Dimitri here. I've come to realize that I'm asking you a lot of hard, difficult personal questions in the past days, and it would only be fair that I also contribute and also share to be transparent, but also as a way to invite you to open up, even if it hurts, even if it's uncomfortable. It's a liberation in many ways. And the question I wanted to ask today is, what was your lowest point, and maybe your highest point also during your addiction, or what is costing you the most? And I'm feeling pretty emotional right now because I'm thinking of that moment, which is associated to another moment, and I'm probably going to cry. And it's absolutely okay to cry. So what's our lowest point in our addiction? So I'm not addicted anymore, but back in the days I was badly. And I think what would make me the saddest is that so typical consumption was maybe 1 or 2 hours a day, and over the weekends it would be the same, maybe more, but sometimes I would do an overnighter, which is very nice. Start at 9 p.m. end up 8 a.m. for 12 hours in a row, just consume pornography. And that's not too bad. Oh, it is bad, but it's not too sad. It was just behavior, something I was doing. But then I was going to bed at 8, but then the Sunday comes. It was a Saturday night. And then I would have to wake up at some point. So I'd wake up at 12, and I sleep a lot. I sleep about 9 hours a day, which is a lot. I would like to sleep less. I don't know how to sleep less, so I just accept that. And and I would have to get up because then I'd have to go with my mom and go for lunch and go shopping and whatever, dinner, Sunday stuff. And so I would sleep 4 hours between 8 and 12 while having watched 10 hours or 12 hours of porn before. And I did say porn, and I encourage you to say pornography. So what was happening then is that my eyes were really red. My eyes were red, and I'd be crying, not emotionally, just as a reaction of my eyes, because I'd been consuming so much screen time plus little sleep. And my mom would not understand. She said, "You've got such red eyes. What's happening? You've got a problem. You got, I don't know the name in English, conjunctivitis, something like that. Anyway, eye inflammation, and you got to work on this and blah, blah, blah." And she never knew. And my poor mom. And she'd wake up, she'd see light under my door at 4 a.m., and she'd understand. She'd knock at the door saying, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm masturbating, Mom." Didn't say that, obviously. But, yeah. And the reason why it makes me really emotional is because, I don't know if you know, if you've known me as a friend, you probably know. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. But my twin sister tried to end her life, and in fact she did, but she survived out of incredible luck, or maybe determination and desire to live, and she's good now after 3 years of healing. And and when she was in hospital, which is where I start to cry, it's okay. When she was in hospital, I would be back home, and every day we'd come visit her, but and I consumed a lot of pornography just to distract me from the pain, and my mom, she would not understand why I was awake at night, and she'd think I was worried about my sister, or that I would do the same crazy things that my sister did, and I'm sorry that she thought that from my actions. So and so anyway, this is the lowest thing I've done. Having red eyes in the morning, and then my mom's asking all these questions. It was just really sad. Just really sad. Other than that, what was my highest point? Highest point was probably when I started to heal, when I decided to heal, and that I sat down on my desk, and I'm like, there is something in pornography that is valuable, that can teach us something that I'm not seeing, and I want to find out what it is. And for a long time I thought it wasn't the case. And that's because I couldn't find it. And then I realized that pornography holds the secret of access to our core wound. That if we understand the content we consume in pornography, we understand our core wound. That was probably the high. And the high was also when I could say no to pornography. For me, it's also a good question. Too much content in this video, never mind. For me, I always had a red flag. When my friends wanted to see me, I'd always rather see my friends than consuming pornography. But if I always had this red flag that I told myself the day I choose to watch porn rather than seeing my friends, there's a problem. And it's only happened once, I think, and maybe then I told myself there's a problem. So yeah, that was good. That my friends were always my highest priority for me, more than pornography. Pornography was always this underground thing that that I would do in my spare time, my me time, my shadow time with my dark side that I cannot admit or acknowledge to anyone else than myself. So here we go, guys. Same question goes for you. Now that I've cried on camera, what is your highest moment with pornography? What is your darkest moment in pornography? You don't have to address the taboo. You can just address the circumstances. We don't need to know everything about your sexual fantasies and your deviances. We just want to know how you feel about the behavior, or the object of research that is the relationship with pornography. That's it for today. And today's Friday, so it's going to be weekend time. I will post a video tomorrow. In the meantime, I am in my hammock. I wish you a good day and would love to hear from you. Bye-bye.